Hello and welcome to episode 2 of FC26 Spin the Wheel series, brought to you by myself, Bevchenko. If you were fortunate enough to watch episode 1, we took on the management of Nottingham Forest Football Club under the guise of Ange Postecoglou and his beloved Ange Ball. Spin the Wheel series, the rules can be found in the description below. Everything is dictated by the wheel. We've only had the one game so far this season, which was an opening game victory against Bournemouth, closely fought contest where we won 2-1. However, as per the wheel, we have lost several players in this window so far, most notably Chris Wood moving to Chelsea. We've got a couple of games in today's episode, if we have a look. So we've got a tricky away fixture at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. We should have a bit of a rivalry against Sheffield United in the Cup at Bramall Lane. And we should end today's episode on the 31st with a home game against West Ham United with the return of Nuno Espirito Santo, the much beloved ex-manager of Nottingham Forest Football Club before Ange Postecoglou took over. That should also coincide with the transfer deadline. We're expecting to lose some more players. Hopefully we can bring in a few realistic transfers, usually players who have been linked with the club in real life, or ex-players who have played for the club as well. So we have received a transfer bid overnight. We have received an offer for Nikola Milenkovic. We haven't received an offer for him before, so we have to spin the wheel on this one. So the offer is a swap deal. Interesting. So let's have a look at this one. It's from Napoli and for Ramani, who's a centre-back, 31-year-old centre-back. Good stats. Well, good overall rating. However, we don't need a centre-back and we don't need a 31-year-old. So ideally, I want to reject this, but it's not up to me, it's up to the wheel. So we shall give it a spin. Nikola Milenkovic, will you be going to Naples or are you staying in Nottingham? What does the wheel say? Wow. It's a yes. We have to sell Nikola Milenkovic to Naples. As per the rules of the game, we have to accept this offer. We can't negotiate. So £13.2 million coming to the club, and centre-back Amir Ramani, if I pronounced that correctly. So we've accepted that. Matt Sells, we rejected that one the other day, the swap deal for that one, because we managed to spin the wheel and it was rejected. So we get to keep Matt Sells for the remainder of the season. That transfer bid came in a couple of days just before the opening game of the season, which would have absolutely thrown this club into turmoil. So there it is. Romani will be coming to the City ground. Nikola Milenkovic will be going the other way to Napoli. Terrible deal by the club, but Romani has pretty decent overall ratings, so he should be able to do a job for the time being. So match day, Selhurst Park. Nikola Milenkovic's final game, most likely his final game at the club before he has to move to Napoli. Gutted to lose him. A rainy day at Selhurst Park as the game kicks off. Will Hughes. Not a lot of love lost between these two teams after recent times, with Nottingham Forest managing to get Crystal Palace's Europa League place due to the controversy around multi-club ownership, and John Textor at the time heavily involved with the club. Oh, I think that's a penalty. Let's see this again. This could be a harsh handball, you know. I don't even know what he's giving there. Is he giving a foul? Looks like he's giving a foul. So no Chris Wood to take the penalties. So it is left to Cali Mwendo. 7th minute. And a save by Benitez. Unbelievable save. Right in the bottom corner. Not the start we wanted. Nico Williams. Great ball through. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh, he tried too much. And just put it wide. We won the head. Back to Callum. Needs some hold-up play. Oh. Offside by the looks of it. And pressure is all on Crystal Palace at the moment. And again, we've taken possession. Douglas Luiz. It's not been great for me, you know. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Nikola Milenkovic steps out of defence. Loses out. Mateta's through. Great play by Morgan Gibbs-White to win the ball back, to put some pressure on. Hudson-Odoi again. Passing it round. Morgan Gibbs-White looks for the overlap. He gets it. Nico Williams is through. Running out of pace here. It's going to... Still got the ball. Big cross. Dan N'Doye with the header. Easily saved by Benitez. And just happy with the play so far. It's Douglas Luiz on set pieces. Anderson with a free header. And he loops that wide too. 20 minutes played. Still 0-0. All Nottingham Forest at the moment. Nico again. Lays it back to Matt Sells. Sees a long ball. It's going to go too far, that. Will Hughes, the ex-Derby County player, be getting booed by the Forest fan base every time he touches the ball. Will Hughes dictating the middle of the park at the moment. And he's through again. Callum Hudson-Odoi is nowhere to be seen there. Let's get Elliot Anderson around here. Knocking it nicely, Palace. Just misplaced the pass by Will Hughes. But Forest on the counter here. There's a good chance here. If Gibbs-White can get away. Calimuendo's through. Oh, terrible ball by Morgan Gibbs-White. There's no pace in it whatsoever in that pass. It's a chance that's gone begging for Forest. Calimuendo with a strong strike of the ball there. But Benitez once again pulling out a great save. Unbelievable performance from the Palace goalkeeper. Don't know where Dean Henderson is today. Dan N'Doye wins the ball back. Cuts. Passing has not been good in the final third for Forest. Milenkovic solid there. Giving a good account for himself on his final game for the club. Mitchell. What is it? Haraslin. Dan N'Doye gets foot in. Doesn't win possession though. Morgan Gibbs-White is getting played around in this game. Here we go. Elliot Anderson looks for the run. Oh, nearly. Half time. 0-0 still at Selhurst Park. We've got a lot of work to do still. It's been all Nottingham Forest, but that final third has not been good enough. Keep the same lineup for the time being. No changes from either team to start the second half. Dan N'Doye. Morgan Gibbs-White still has the ball. Bit of trickery. Gibbs-White. There's no pace on these shots at the moment. Calimuendo running the line. Keeper's out. Sells. Plays a simple ball to Dan N'Doye. Looks for a bit of help. Olaina. Great ball by Olaina. And he's through. I thought that Morgan Gibbs was going to be through there. The win back possession with the throw-in. There's no one on though. Milenkovic to Murillo. Nico Williams. Carl Hudson-Odoi is going to have a crack here, I think. Plays it through. Elliot Anderson back to Carl Hudson-Odoi. Cuts inside. He's going to have a shot. And it's well wide of the target. Oliver Glasner there is not happy. He's having some words with his team. May have to make some changes just to try and get a bit of a spark in this final third. Elliot Anderson losing the ball there. Quite a rarity. Kalimowendo, great hold-up play. Kalimowendo has been actually really good since replacing Chris Wood. SA going off for Palace. He's not happy. Some boost from the crowd. So Pino comes on for the Eagles. Once again, dispossessed in the middle of the pack. Morgan Gibbs-White wins the ball back. Dan and Doy down the wing. There's no support. He was looking for Elliot Anderson there. Got dispossessed as he did so. And he's got the ball back once more. Elliot Anderson, long range strike. Wide of the target. We need to make some changes. So there should be a triple sub in a minute for Nottingham Forest. Igor Jesus will be coming on for Kalimowendo. Here's a chance. Oh, Callum Hudson-Odoi has scored. Just as he was about to be replaced by Amari Hutchinson. That substitution will still go ahead. Dan and Doy is the third substitution. And he will be going off for Bakwa. But Nottingham Forest are in front, away at Crystal Palace. And they've totally dominated this match. They've not created much in the final third, but they have dominated. Ange ball working for the time being. 20 minutes to go. And this is probably the furthest Palace have been all game. Mateta to Kamada. They have their first shot of the day in the 70th minute. It's been a solid performance at the back from Forest. Most notably by Nikola Milenkovic, who will be leaving us. Bakwa has got some pace. We'll put a ball in here. Bakwa wins the header. Seems to be play on. Bit of a foul by Bakwa. And the fans are getting behind Palace now. They can sense an opportunity. It's been all them for the past 15 minutes. Forest set up here just to play on the break. They might get the chance. And Mari Hutchinson. Oh, thought it was going to be away there. But Morgan Gibbs-White with another poor pass. I don't think Igor Jesus has touched the ball yet. A raucous crowd. There's a chance. Milenkovic. Great clearance. Here's a chance. Amari Hutchinson on the break. It's no pace whatsoever. Well, it's been matched by Kamada anyway. Forest hold on for a minute to get a second win of the season. Palace in no urgency. They're just playing it at the back. Oh, this is it. Time's up. And there we go. 1-0 victory away at Selhurst Park. Great result for Nottingham Forest. The Carabao Cup is here. So we head to Bramall Lane. Sheffield United versus Nottingham Forest. Bit of a rivalry between these two, stemming back to the 2000s with many playoff battles. 7 changes to the starting lineup for Nottingham Forest today. And we're away. We need a performance, because we have scraped victories so far. A win is a win, but we need a good performance. Morgan Gibbs-White winning the ball back. Murillo. To Zinchenko, who's making his debut for us today. Anderson. Plays it Gibbs-White. Back to Mr. Nottingham Forest, Ryan Yates. Who's lost the ball. There's a chance here for Sheffield United on the break. Hudson-Odoi. Plays it to Gibbs-White. Is there a chance here? Igor Jesus. Out-muscled. Murillo gets the blocking. Solid defensive contribution there by the Brazilian. And again, that final ball is just not happening under Ange's tactics. Murillo wins the header. Looks for the overlap and he gets it. Savona also on his debut. Signed from Juventus in the summer. Goes back inside. Loses the ball. You'd be hoping Morgan Gibbs-White gets a goal today against his former loan club. And the referee pulls it back for a foul earlier up the field. Not sure how many changes Sheffield United have made to their starting lineup for this game. There we go. Nice passage of play from Nottingham Forest. Great ball. Hey, you got Jesus. He's making the break. He's looking for Gibbs-White. He's found some space over the top on the volley. It's hit the post. Unbelievable play. Also, great work there in the box by Hudson-Odoi, but it comes to nothing. And the Forest fans making some noise now. A couple of scab chants as well. It's great football by Forest so far. Igor Jesus has got a breakthrough here. Just can't get the shot away. Morgan Gibbs-White, it lines up perfectly. Great save by Cooper. Look at this decision. That didn't go in. It was an unbelievable effort by Morgan Gibbs-White. It's definitely no goal. It was worthy of one. Gibbs-White on the set pieces without Douglas Luiz in the squad today. And there's a chance for Giacuna, the young Brazilian signed from Botafogo. Just over the bar. Jesus wins the ball back. And again, just wide. It's very much like the Palace game. We're dominating that midfield with that high press and that high back line, but it's coming to nothing up front. Gibbs-White again. Plays it across to Hudson-Odoi, who's looking for some space in the box. Puts cross in. Here's a chance. I think there was a foul on the defender. The referee plays on. Ogbenny. Bit of pace on the winger. There's 1 minute extra time. Gonna have to get a shot away quickly. Great ball by Igor Jesus. That could be it, and it is. That is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at Bramall Lane. No changes for either side at the half. Let's try and get Hutchinson more involved this half. He's got some pace on him. Great ball by Ryan Yates. There's a chance here if Igor Jesus can get the ball to Gibbs White. He can't. Amari Hutch. Oh, he's come to Gibbs White. Save. And there's the finish. Callum Hudson-Odoi is not offside. I personally thought he was offside, so it'd be interesting to see this again. Ola Aina leading the celebrations on the bench. It's not offside. It's a goal. And Dan N'Doye comes on for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Once again, subbed straight after each goal in the last 2 games. Well, he's not come off just yet. There's a chance here. Ogbenny's in. Murillo's been dispossessed and he wins it back. Solid by the Brazilian. There's a chance here if we can get past the last man. Igor Jesus. Bit of Brazilian flair. He's beating his man. He's put the ball in. It's gone way back as that cross. Not the cross we were expecting. Hudson-Odoi. Gonna get those final few minutes in. This one, Zinchenko on the overlap. And he's put it over. O'Hare coming on for... So they're going for it at Sheffield United. The captain comes on, O'Hare. And Dan N'Doye is on for the goal scorer, Callum Hudson-Odoi. 65 minutes played here at Bramall Lane in the Carabao Cup. Murillo loses the ball. Not often he does that. Oh, great player. Dan N'Doye wins the ball back. It's opening up for him. Long ranger. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Unbelievable effort. And Sheffield United are on the break here. Ryan Yates. A technical yellow card there. He had to bring him down. Just a yellow. Knew what he was doing. Danny Ings. Another goal scorer. Prolific goal scorer in his heyday. So Sheffield United can smell a chance here. Not that they've created any. Ryan Yates going to have to be careful here. Might have to sub him off in a couple of minutes. And Elliot Anderson wins the ball back. He's got no pace on him. He's tired. There's there. We've got some pace here in Dan N'Doye though. Hitting the crossbar. Terrible. Another substitution. Bakwa coming on for... who's he coming on for? Bakwa coming on for... Can't remember who I started on the wing. Oh, Amari Hutchinson. Sorry. Some tired legs in the middle of the park for Nottingham Forest. You can see it. Anderson all over the place at the moment. Murillo with another important stop. We could have had 2 absolutely wildy goals today if it wasn't for the posts and the crossbar. Sheffield United fans with more scab chance. Ryan Yates loses possession with a poor pass. He's got to be careful here. We've gone past him. Sherkuna pulled out of position. Chance for Sheffield United. Good block by Savona. The fans are riled up now. Sheffield United fans loud and proud. And they're on the break. Ball over the top to Igor Jesus. If he can win this, he's one-on-one with the keeper. And that is the game. 2-0 Nottingham Forest. Counter-attack. The Brazilian. Is that his first goal for us? It may be. 89 minutes played. That ends the game. It was a nice ball over the top for Igor Jesus. And then it was pretty much simple finish. He's very happy with that one. And that has quietened the Sheffield United crowd. It was Backward, I believe, who played that ball over the top. Could be another chance here. There's a couple of minutes left. And there's another ball. They're through again here. Oh, poor pass across. Looking for Igor Jesus. And that is the game. Nottingham Forest win at Bramall Lane and progress to the next round of the Carabao Cup. The return of Nuno Espirito Santo. Paqueta scored 2 goals in his last game. Will be the main threat for West Ham. The fans will be up for this one. Nottingham Forest versus West Ham. Ola Aina got a rest in the cup game against Sheffield United, so should be fresh for this one. Gibbs White's already through here. And he's powered it into the roof of the net after just 2 minutes. The captain. Second goal of the season. Forest fans going wild in the Trent End. And Areola is not happy. That's terrible defending, by the way. Absolutely smashes that. No stopping it. What was happening with that defence? Just the start we needed. And he's away again. Morgan Gibbs White. He's got no support. It's 1 versus 5. Well, the through ball didn't work from Cali Muendo that time. James Ward-Prowse, previously on loan at Nottingham Forest. Paqueta pulling the strings in midfield. James Ward-Prowse. He's got through it. James Ward-Prowse has got through. There's a chance for West Ham. And the shot comes to nothing. Bit of a foul on Murillo, but restless play on. Bit of a breakaway here. Ola Aina. Looking for Callum Muendo. It's through again. The defence is nowhere to be seen here. And it's 2. It's 2-0 to Nottingham Forest after 12 minutes. West Ham is shell-shocked. This is the Ange Ball performance we were looking for. Making bigger run again there. Ola Aina. Comes to nothing. Kilman. Mavropanos, who's had an absolute shocker of a start to the game. James Ward-Prowse looking good in the middle. Jared Bowen's first touch of the game. Oh, great save by Matt Sells. There's a chance for Jared Bowen. Probably could have taken it closer. James Ward-Prowse with the captain's armband. Dangerous from set pieces, as we know. And there's a chance for West Ham. I believe it was Paqueta. But Forest are on the break once again here. Dan and Dye. It's looking over the top. Look, Mavropanos is nowhere in this game. Oh, unlucky from Cal. Should have been free. Mavropanos needs taking off. Kuna has kept his place despite the new arrival as part of the Nikola Milenkovic swap. Oh, terrible shot by Calamuendo. Absolutely skies it from the edge of the box. Despite losing Chris Wood and Nicola Dominguez and James McAtee on loan technically, we were worried, but the squad has held out pretty well without Chris Wood. Wilson. Callum Wilson. Dangerous. Murillo's going to have to get there, and he does. Olaina, bit of pace on him. Plays it to Dan and Dye, who's an absolute pace merchant in this game for some reason. Where is it off? Great save by Areola from Morgan Gibbs-White. Forest have really got their tails up this game. Another chance. Murillo this time. Couldn't get it down to take a shot. After the flick on from Elliot Anderson. Morgan Gibbs-White again. Another lackluster defending. And he's through again. Here's a chance. Don't know why it didn't shoot then. Just doing step overs in the 12 yards out instead of hitting the back of the net. It's quite bizarre. Great play by Kuna, the young Brazilian. He's forming quite the little partnership with his Brazilian counterpart Murillo. This defence. Is this the worst defence in the game? It must be. There's a chance here if he can get it to Morgan Gibbs-White. Handball! Surely Mavropanos could be at fault for 3 potential goals here. Oh, it's quite natural, isn't it? Guys, I think we will have to play VAR here. And I don't think that was a penalty. So we're going to have to miss the penalty on purpose. We'll only do handballs if they look like genuine handballs. And that's for the remainder of this series. So let's miss this. Probably score it. I tried to miss. Do we give West Ham a goal? I don't know. That's actually a really good penalty. I tried to miss it. I think. Oh. I'm gonna let them go through. They have a chance. That was the chance. Next time, I will let someone who is terrible at penalties take them. I think that's the only way of doing that. But I didn't think that was a penalty. Morgan Gibbs-White. Player of the match so far. West Ham to kick off the second half. Trail by 3. I don't know what Elliot Anderson was doing there, but he's in no man's land. Jared Bowen needs some space. Such a good player. Elliot Anderson's back in position. Douglas Luiz breaks up the play, starts the counter-attack. And we've got a chance here. Dan and Doy through. He's going to square it. Kalimawendo. 4-0. The biggest win, potentially, should be, under the Postecoglou era. Just the defence is terrible by West Ham. Great day for the fans, that's for certain. We've gone from effort from long range, which is easy for Matt Sells. Hudson-Odoi has not been involved today. And another ball. Look, this defence is all over the shot. It's 5. What is going on with this West Ham defence? They're just stepping up every time a ball is played. They're stepping up and just being left exposed. Poor Areola. He's not put a foot wrong. This will do wonders for Nottingham Forest goal difference because we will need it as this season progresses. Paqueta with a chance. So no one's putting a tackle. And Callum Wilson with the effort. What's happened there? Oh, offside. Yep, he's just offside. Oh, by a knee. He should have scored, really. Just no one stepping up. Well, there we go. Mavropanos finally makes an effort, and then they give the ball away. James Ward-Prowse has been fantastic for West Ham today. If you can say a West Ham player has been fantastic. Murillo lays it back to Matt Sells for an easy gather. 66 minutes played. And I think the game is done and dusted, isn't it? There's a cross ball here. Morgan Gibbs White looking for the spectacular there. Ulrich nearly loses a ball. This defence, I keep saying it, but it's dreadful. Paqueta, Gibbs White wins the ball back. Nice play by Forrest there to win the ball back. Elliot Anderson, simple balls. We're going to get another chance here. Cross comes in. Kalimawendo makes it 6. 5 goals this season in just 3 appearances. This performance reminds me of Nottingham Forest against Brighton last season when they scored 7. Easy header, rose above him. Head and shoulders above him, in fact. It's a great performance by Forest today. Especially after the struggles of the Bournemouth game and the Sheffield United game and the Palace game, which was so closely fought, and then to pull out this performance, surely West Ham have got the worst defence. Murillo with another key defensive contribution. And Forest are on the attack again here. It's 7 against 5. Ball's coming in over the top. It's too far, I think. Just too far for Kalimawendo to get on the end of that. Game is stretched now. Easy for Murillo. Really hope we don't lose him on transfer deadline day. Or at all, to be honest. Ball to Hudson-Odoi with a chance. No, lost the ball. Anderson wins it back. Nico, Elliot Anderson. Plays it to give Douglas Luiz, is he going to get his first goal for the club? He does. It's 7. 7. Unbelievable performance. I don't think I've ever won 7-0. So Nottingham Forest equal their result from last season. Their biggest result in the Premier League from last season when they won 7-0 against Brighton. They managed to put 7 in the Spin the Wheel series against West Ham. It is not a happy return for Nuno Espirito Santo. Paqueta, some trickery. Puts some Forest players out of position. It's going to go nowhere though. Oh no, is it going? Oh, easy save for Matt Sells. And that is full time. 7-0. And Arnaud Calimawendo gets the match ball. He scored 4 goals. 4 goals in 5 attempts. Unbelievable performance from the striker. Including that dodgy penalty, which technically we tried to miss. Alright, it's transfer deadline day. We'll only try and sign players if we have to, based on losing players, I think, because I'm happy with the squad at the moment. We've received an offer for Matt Sells. However, we also received an offer for him from Chelsea in episode 1, so we can reject this. Interesting to see who they're offering, though. Offering a 21-year-old right midfielder, Ilias Akomach, which I don't quite mind that, to be honest. But we will reject it, as per the wheel, and advance once more. Wow, an offer from Manchester United for Elliot Anderson. A key player for us. £380,000 in a swap deal with Lisandro Martinez. He will not even get in this team. He will not even start. We've already received a centre-back from Napoli. Can't remember his name. Romani. But we have to spin the wheel. We really don't want to lose Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson, are you going to Old Trafford? We've already lost 1 player this episode in Nikola Milenkovic, and no, Elliot Anderson gets to stay at the club. A key player for us. So as per the rules, we no longer have to accept an offer for Elliot Anderson for the remainder of the season. That's another key player who is saved. There's only Murillo, who I really don't want to lose now, who is technically available to be sold. We've got quite a bit of money to spend, but we just don't need to spend it. Kamara could be off to Chelsea from Aston Villa. We received an offer for Zach Abbott. He's only 60 rated. One for the future, but Genoa, I've put a bid of £500,000 in. Will you be going to Genoa, Zach? Let's see what the wheel says. Oof. Just in the no section, Zach. So you get to stay at the City ground. Get that offer, and Zach Abbott is safe. Not that he was going to have much to do this season for us. Ooh, Raheem Sterling could be going to Wolves. Less than 2 hours left to go in the transfer window. The final hour. Was there any last minute? No, that's it. So we're safe. We're safe for now. Elliot Anderson potentially could have gone. We managed to keep him. If we look at the calendar, we've got Arsenal up next, along with a trip to Huddersfield Town in the Carabao Cup, followed by a trip away to Burnley, plenty of away days. Then we get our Europa League season underway against Ferencváros, and then we will finish it up with Sunderland at home, and that's all in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe, really appreciate it. Also comment below on any potential players we should be eyeing up, realistic transfers only. And if you've got any ideas on adding to the Spin the Wheel series format, what rules we could potentially implement, feel free to comment below. I'm always willing to add them. Until next time, cheers.